Look, guys at Cineverse, I have nothing against you guys personally. A couple of your CEOs I didn't like too much, but you know what? I beat you. And then Tyntec thought they literally duplicated my lawsuit, except left out the part where they didn't buy my company. Mm-hmm. They bought new agreements.
Yes.
And originally Cineverse was like, no, we're not going to renew it. We're not going to renew it. And then looking back at time, all of a sudden they said, okay, we'll renew it with you, Tyntec, because one of their lawyers got smart and said, well, they broke the continuity.
Yes.
But Thorsten and Nicola didn't care because they were both fired from their company. And they were able to structure a deal with Cipio, another private equity group, although a little potato chip private equity group that usually doesn't put more than a couple of $1 million in.
Yeah.
Right. They were able to take a bigger stake of the company. They were able to control it. So they're still running the company today.
Yes.
Which will lead me to my war with them it's going to happen. And that's going to be, for all you out there who are listening, it's going to be crazy because there aren't two bigger lunatics than them. And the people at Cipio Partners are the biggest degenerates on the face of the earth. There's nothing. When you hear what these guys do, they got your friend Alec Dirk. They threw him out of wire. Bang, tossed. Right?
Yeah.
They're treacherous. And you've read the stuff with me, the attorneys, trying to get me put in jail in Germany for a LinkedIn post. For a LinkedIn post, ladies and gentlemen. Just to go back in history. So after I settled with Cineverse, and basically I had Nicola and Thorsten over at Tyntec.
Yep.
And I basically settled it for new agreements.
Yes.
Now, they had not raised money yet for those new agreements. We had gone to some bankers. One was a guy named Neville Chamberlain, who was the nephew of the famous Neville Chamberlain. And we'll get into that story on the Tyntec story. But they had Nicola and Thorsten, and we had Eddie DeCurtis, and I settled. They had still not raised money. They were supposed to come up with a mobile operator, right? Yeah. They never came up with a mobile operator, right? Then they raised money on my agreements.
Yeah.
So Thorsten was able to raise money through Scipio Partners, who also raised money on my agreements. Why? Because those peering agreements were priceless. Yes. How do we know? Senator Quiltulio just paid $750 million for a minority stake in that access. Yeah. Because when we were running the process for Tyntec, Quiltulio came to the table like, okay, let's look at Tyntec. What do you have? Well, we got one peering agreement to cinch. Oh, yeah, that's not going to cut it.